July is moving right along, and it was Rib City here at Pogie's this week. We had a bunch of ribs, go for a couple golf outings and a few other events. We also had some progress made on our outside pavilion, so stick around after the intro to check out our week. Here, like we've showed you before, we are adding our rub to the ribs before we cook them for a couple hours. They're going to go slow and low. And out on the grill, once the grill is ready, put those ribs on and let the smoke get into the meat as we add a little more seasoning. And after a little while of that, we will start saucing. It's really important when you start adding the sauce. If you add it too soon, your sugars in your sauce will burn, and if you don't add it soon enough, if you wait too long, your meat will start to dry out. So there's a very fine line of when to add that sauce. There you see the sugars in the sauce are just starting to caramelize beautifully. We've done a couple layers of sauce at this point. The coals are nice and low, cool temperature. We've added a little bit of water once they started to get too hot to bring them back to where we need them to be, and that provides this nice light caramelization that you see. Beautiful caramelization on those. As we flip these, you can see they're starting to bend. The slab's got some good bend to them when you pick them up. The meat is starting to pull away from the tip of the bones, and these ribs are just about ready to pull off the grill. Here they are. We're going to cut them up and pan them for service. We always like to add a little bit more sauce once we pan them, because messy ribs are good ribs. with those ribs Wednesday night, we had our grilled boneless lemon herb chicken. So here's a grilled top of that. And once we got to the venue, it was outdoors. Ramon and Stephanie started making some salads as we got the buffet line set up and ready to go. And here you see the buffet menu for that event. Starts off as always with some rolling butter. We have our cheesy au gratin potatoes, green beans with mushrooms and onions, and then the barbecue ribs and boneless lemon herb chicken breast. And there is our salad table. Served 100 guests Wednesday night. We had a prep day on Thursday, getting some mushrooms and onions ready for our green beans. That's the base. We start with that, saute those down, add our green beans, seasoning, butter, and then we cook them for a couple hours. It'll let all the flavors marry. We also had our kielbasa and sauerkraut. Starts off with some bacon and onions. We cook that together. Then to that we will add the sauerkraut along with some beer and some seasoning, and then we pop that in the oven and cook that down for a while. And once that's done, we add it to our smoked garlic kielbasa, and that is our kielbasa with bacon and beer kraut. We got that ready for a pickup. And we had some macaroni salad for an event on Friday, so we got that ready. Our homemade macaroni salad. We mix the vegetables up with the seasoning and the mayonnaise, let that sit overnight to let the flavors marry. The next day we'll add the noodles right before service. Here's something I don't think we've showed you much of. It is getting our paper products tub together. So that's everything disposable that we're going to need when we're on site. Things like plates, forks, napkins, gloves, Ziploc bags, salt and pepper packets, baskets to set up the buffet line. We always take some spoons just in case. Usually leave those with some of the leftovers. So we get that ready here, and we always throw in some clean white towels just in case. Never know when you might spill something. It's always nice to have a few towels on hand. So we get that together with our chafing dishes. That's usually one of the first things we do when we come in day of an event. We just get that ready and to take out to the van. And then here's our event Friday. We got to the golf course. It's a beautiful course. We cook here a couple times a year. It was a perfect day for grilling on Friday. Upper 70s, slight breeze, sunny. Couldn't have asked for a better evening. We had burgers and Italian sausages that we cooked at the golf course. We did a couple small rounds of burgers to keep them fresh, as new foursomes were coming in about every 15 minutes. So we would cook those and add them to the line throughout the evening. And here you see the buffet. There's that macaroni salad you saw us making earlier, along with some baked beans, our tray of buns to go along with our 3rd-pound cheeseburgers, and our Italian sausage. And there you see a condiments table at the end. And like I said, it was Rib City this week. We did 22 slabs for Wednesday, and here is 35 slabs, I believe it was, going for Saturday. So those were going to a couple different events, some of them for a pickup and some of them for another golf outing. So you've seen this before, just getting these seasoned up before we cook them slow and low. Our ribs take anywhere between 2.5 to 4 hours, depending on the size of the slab. These were fairly decent, all about the same size. I want to say they cooked for around 3.5 hours. And there's a shot of them once they've been on the grill for a while. And then we added some sauce. I don't want to bore you with too much rib cooking, but did want to show you our second batch. Then we got ready to do some of our grilled lemon herb chicken breast. use fresh lemons with that. That's definitely key to the recipe. Bottled lemon juice does not work as well. And so there is one of 3 grill tops of chicken that we did on Saturday. We had a couple pickups. One of them got this fruit tray here. And here you see the buffet line for our golf outing on Saturday. Similar menu to Wednesday night: roll and butter, cheesy au gratin potatoes. There's those green beans with the sauteed mushrooms and onions, and more barbecue ribs and grilled lemon herb chicken breast. And we had a funeral Saturday as well. A couple still shots of the buffet line. We did some smoked pork, but other than that, the menu was the same. And here's a little bonus feature for you. We are starting work on our outdoor picnic pavilion. We had to get that old wishing well removed. That took some time, but we finally got it out. Once the wishing well was removed, they started digging down to lay the foundation for the pavilion. And we have that all set. So keep your eyes peeled. Once we get some more progress on that pavilion, we will put out a full construction update video. But until then, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week.